I was having a conversation
Yes.
with someone. I'm sorry.
And this
First of
person
all,
wasn't me.
It wasn't you. And it was.
I told you have to tell me every time this happens.
I realised I was just saving it for content.
You
Okay,
need to log it in the conversation spreadsheet. So I can go, you're not talking to me very much this week, Joe.
Who are you speaking to? So I can have them, taken away by the Gestapo.
We agreed 70-30. I'm 70% of your conversations. Okay.
The other 30% of me speaking to myself, going, everything's fine. It's okay. This is a normal friendship.
Make it stop.
But I was saying, you have the conversation. It was actually, I should probably come to, it was the ending of one of the worst dates I was ever on.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was.
I didn't mean so chirpy there. Oh, great.
You live for these stories.
Oh, I love your misery.
You and your bliss.
I was probably cutting the grass or something when this happened at 9 p.m. on a Wednesday.
Very, very 9 p.m.
Yeah.
The neighbours going, what is he doing in there?
Yeah.
Like every week they're like, we're dressed as Madri men.
This guy, what is going on?
What is happening in there? Your poor new neighbours.
That is quite funny though, for the Madri men when we were filming that sketch in which we dressed as the Madri man, the lager mascot. That day, if my neighbours were watching, right, they would have seen me leave the house at midday, come back with 4 cans of Madri. Then 2 hours later, they would have seen me leave the house dressed as the Madri man. They were like, my God, that is effective marketing.
Because I was just thinking, I just remember you were looking at the Madri man on the can and just like styling yourself to look like him. And I drew a little anchor on your neck. And then you were like, okay. And I was like, you need the beard.
Yeah. I'm really glad you pushed me to put the beard on.
And you were just like, it takes so long. Yeah.
I know.
Yeah. But it was...
Well, it only took 5 minutes in the end. And
Yeah.
it is necessary. If we're going to... Like, my girlfriend made the waistcoat for me. I couldn't put on like a face-painted beard in 5 minutes.
Draw it on. Yeah, exactly. He went into a trailer. He went full Leo.
I'm not doing it.
I'm not doing it. We'll get it in post. Don't think he knows what that means.
Yeah. I just had a beard. Just this PNG of a beard following me around. Really lazily tracked in my face.
There's a sketch in that.
Yeah.
There's a sketch in that. But this is plain as it'd be like the worst date I've ever been on.
Oh, really?
And every bad date I've been on has been my fault.
Okay.
All right. There's never really been a time where she's shown up. Oh, one time.
Yeah.
There was one time I went on a date and I was like, I think I was in London only a couple of months, and maybe not even a year.
Mm-hmm.
I went on a date and met up with her, and and we'd been chatting a bit. I think we met on Hinge or something like that. We'd chatting for a bit, and I showed up and she was like quite drunk.
Okay.
And she went, I'm so sorry. I was just at my daughter's 13th birthday party and my ex showed up with his new partner, which I'm fine about. And by the way, I have a daughter. And I was like, oh, right. So
Straight in.
Yeah. Well, we'd been chatting for a while before that and
really?
nothing had been mentioned. She's like, it's fine. He has a partner and I have a kid and it's fine. I have a kid, by the way.
Yeah.
I was like, all right. That was that one. I'm like, oh, it's like 60-40. Anyway, but this one was the second date.
Yeah.
And I'll just say, I think we had different ideas of what we were looking for.
Okay,
in this, right? And we went to see what's it called? Not a live theater experience. It's
immersive.
Immersive,
theater?
yes, yeah. Do you pronounce the I there? Immersive.
It's pronounced immersive.
I saw it in
an immersive theater. Christopher Nolan shoots an immersive cinema
because it's only for him.
Yeah, me immersive. Me immersive.
That's how I want to do it. You
Security, come and get this man out of the reception. He keeps saying me immersive.
Me immersive. Me immersive.
He's pounding his fists on the carpet. Please.
It's part of it. It's deep. That's Christopher Nolan screaming it.
Yeah.
But we went out to an immersive theater thing, and the show I found out it was like it was based on a TV show.
Okay.
That didn't exist.
Right.
Because there was so much lore.
Right.
That was never explained.
Oh, okay.
And it was really like, when I say deep, I don't mean like emotionally deep. I just mean like
specific.
It's very specific, like the Glorgans.
Oh,
and we got to turn the wheel of clank clamp.
Hang on, and you weren't supposed to know this before, though, were you?
No, there was no like lead up or anything.
Right.
It was like this end of the world thing. I can't explain it. And we found out afterwards, sure, on the cast, that the person who owned it. And it was a proper production. It was in Battersea, I think.
Okay.
The huge, big, there's movie studios there.
Oh.
I think it cost like a couple of million because they were doing it for like 3 months.
What is the show called?
It's finished now. I can't remember the name of the show, but it was absolutely dreadful.
Yeah.
And the cast were like, we don't know what's going on. Like, no one is actually, no one knows what's happening. Like, there's so much money and they got paid well and all like that, but they're like, we don't know what this show, we don't know what's happening.
Okay.
Like, we honestly don't know. And they found out that it was this Georgian, not like Georgian, but like Georgian.
I do declare. I will be making a show in London.
About some science
It will
fiction.
be terribly confusing for everyone involved.
I do declare. No, it was the opposite. It was like this female billionaire from Georgia, from the Gulag or something.
Yeah.
And she was just like, I want to make this show. And you will do it. And they were like, okay.
Convincing.
Yeah, and I think it was like rewrite. I think it was like, when you put into Google Translate a phrase and then it keeps going until it just is something completely different.
Oh, yeah.
It was like that.
You're right.
So I brought her to that and we went and had a drink afterwards. And I think, I feel like there was a turn where she realized that I didn't know anything about her.
Okay.
Because if not to go too coarse, I didn't think we were to know anything about it.
Right, okay.
And she goes, what do I do for a living? And I was like, I made a joke. I went, oh, you're a surgeon. She was like, what? It's like, because you work in operations. And she just like, oh. And I was like, oh my God. And then I got real like nervous and I was like, oh God. And Clint Eastwood, not him.
He was there.
He's there, always there.
What's your job, Joe?
This guy bothering you. Come on, little lady. He's 100 years old. And Clint Eastwood Gorillas came over to the time. And I started rapping it.
Oh, my God.
I did the full rap.
Oh, my God.
And she got up halfway through it and just went and went to the bathroom and I kept going.
Joe.
And it was so horrible. It was the whole thing was so.
Why did you continue when she was gone?
I was like in for a penny, in for a pound. I was like, I'm not giving in because if I give in, then I will look like an idiot.
Yeah.
Everything. I guess
because you're coming across. Like,
yeah,
really.
I know. It was so horrible. And then she came back and I was just like, which was the question I was chatting to someone else about. It was just like, oh, if you could, because she gave out, because I wasn't asking any questions, and I was like, it was just bad. And then I went, so if you could have any superpower, what would it be? And she was like, I think we better go. And
oh, that's a weird one. I would have said invisibility. But.
Yeah, but sure, okay. How would that benefit you? But yeah, we just look. If you'd seen the text messages, it was I think it was pretty clear. I thought it was one thing, but
right, you both went into this date with different expectations, I guess.
And I feel like both
your wires crossed.
I think the wires were on my side.
Chandler Bing, man, you're just averse to commitment. Okay.
Well, that's also there's a few people listening to this who just went ha. But on that question in particular, what superpower would you have? I was chatting with someone. I was thinking, oh, would it be great to swiftly move on from that, but if I tell the future, tell what's going to happen. We'll say like you can tell like a day, 24 hours, what's going to happen. Right. And I was like, how would that be better in real world? In like the boysing this, I fucking hate the boys, by the way.
Do you?
Not my boys, but
all your close friends.
My boys.
I hate the boys. By the way,
by the way, they don't
listen to this. That's why I hate them.
But like real world application, like if I could tell the future 24 hours, and some of my, I feel like some of my mates, not my, my cool hip London friends, but I feel my toxic, never left home friends. If I'm ever out for a pint with them, they'd be like, "Here, Joe, could you tell me if I'm going to get done for drink driving if I have a few pints? If you look into my future, will you see if I kill someone or me myself am killed? If you wouldn't mind."
I wouldn't tell anyone that I had this power for starters.
But like it.
Go on. Big crack.
Big crack.
No, they'd just be like, "Wow, this guy is Just
a freak. Yeah,
a freak of good luck.
Yeah, well, that's a good point. Well, I suppose you could see 24 hours in the future and see how it would work out for you.
Well, you'd win the lottery, surely.
Oh, would you wait? If yeah, I suppose you would.
I think, right? Can you do it the day before?
I think you do right up until you can like run into the lotto machine and go,
quickly,
I got the numbers.
27, 31, 54.
Yeah.
He's got it. That's lotto.
He's lottoed. And you win it every day.
Yeah.
It's like, okay,
how are you doing this?
Stop! You're ruining the fun for everyone.
Yeah, you just do it once, and then
the Euro Millions,
and then you're good.
Go from country to country winning the local lotto.
I mean, that might look suspicious.
Not if you wear a mustache.
Oh, this couldn't be the same guy. This guy has a mustache.
Wait a
flapping
second.
in the wind. You couldn't afford a better mustache. He's won the lottery 7 times.
Why is he chasing after his mustache? He's foreign. He's got custom.
He's rich.
He's chasing his mustache. So if you had, what would your one be?
That's a pretty good one though. I haven't heard that one before.
Like telling the future.
Yeah, but like a day in advance. I think that's pretty good. That or I guess flight probably. It's pretty bland, I know. But
it's cold up there.
Yeah, okay. Imagine I have thick skin as well.
That you don't cry. You don't cry when you read the comments.
Yeah. Oh, look at that prick flying around the place. Stop. He looks like he's freezing up there. I can't take it anymore.
What would be the real world application for that? Oh, and can you fly as fast as you can run? And what if you get out of breath and you're over the ocean?
No, let's imagine it's like Superman, and it's no, well, it probably is hard for him, but like it's no effort.
Oh, it's tough for Superman as well.
Oh, it's very hard.
Yeah, it's very,
boo-hoo.
But yeah, he can fly, but can he soar?
That's yeah. Well, I think he can.
I think he can. I don't know what that means.
No, sometimes you say stuff like that, and I'm like, I don't think you know what that means either.
that's most stuff I say. That's most, I just try
and you just hope nobody notices. Wait a minute,
he's an idiot.
That sounds profound.
Yeah, let's just unpack this for a second.
Yeah. But if it was zero effort, I think flight. Just forgetting about the place.
Just forget. It would be great.
If for daily practical applications, that would be quite nice.
I remember like on one of my many terrible shifts I've worked on in across London. There was one time just a lot of us were sitting around just nothing to do, and we were trying to come up with the worst, the most like not like horrible, not like every time you have a shower you get shot in the face, like that, not that kind of superpower. Just get a mafia hitman every time you're in the shower.
Do that once and then that's that.
Oh, actually, on that one in particular, do you ever think if Wolverine can't sleep, he'll just shoot himself in the face? If Wolverine, this feels like the title of a Philip K. Dick book. If Wolverine can't sleep, but he shoot himself in the face.
What's happening?
Do you remember in X-Men 2 and X2?
Yes.
He gets shot and then he like passes out and then he comes back.
Oh yeah.
You think if he can't sleep because he's
he'll just give him just
bang
himself in the head
and then he just
but I wouldn't say that's a good sleep. You know what I mean? It's not like
he'd be restless.
Me.
He's not like a prison officer. Prison
with a big ring of keys on his side there. No, I mean maybe
there's a possibility.
Maybe he watches ASMR on YouTube.
Oh god, yeah,
help him drift off.
Someone said to me, it was just like I said I listen whenever I'm napping. I listen to ASMR, and they're like, yeah, I know it's great, but it's just too sexy. And I'm like,
it's not sexy, it's creepy.
Yeah.
At best. I mean, it's probably sexy to some people. It really works for me though.
It works for me so much.
I have to be in the mood, which makes it sound sexy now that I say it like that.
But what doesn't make sense to me on that with that is like but you're napping. Yeah. Like you're falling asleep. I don't.
This isn't a sexy activity.
Like you're not. Your eyes are closed.
Do
you nap?
Well, no, I watch it intently and make notes. I love the bit when he went
just sending notes to them.
Yeah. I love the bit more of the how do I spell that?
Unnecessary notes. I remember. Yeah.
I went to an ASMR exhibition before.
Well, that must have been so.
It was
strange.
It was pretty.
Why did you go to that?
Because I'm into it. I mean, actually, I think it was my girlfriend's idea. But I was like,
are you blaming?
I was like, yeah, it's all her fault.
Okay.
No, I think we gone there with a couple of friends, and it was in the Design Museum, I think.
I've worked there.
Can't remember where it is. It's near Holland Park. And they had this huge display. They had this really big, comfy kind of, looked like a giant, like it was made of the same stuff as mattresses, basically. This big, comfy thing you sit in. And they had lots of examples of accidental ASMR, which is my favorite type of ASMR.
Oh, yeah, like Michal Marhertig making a sandwich.
Exactly. That would be in there. There was a video of Björk. I think it's actually, I just recently discovered, I think it's Björk. It's not Björk. But yeah, she's like talking about how a television works.
Oh, I love that one.
But it's on that like crispy 90s audio.
Yeah.
It's like, the television, you take off the back and the cables.
It's like a little city.
It's like a little city in the television.
And a little city.
Yeah.
She said twice, she goes, a little city.
A little city. I'm Icelandic.
Oh, God.
And then there was another one, and I've actually watched loads of this guy's videos. He's a Canadian. He's a wood carver called, I think it's David Bull, right?
Oh, what a name.
He lives in Japan for decades. And doing because Japanese wood carving is just really disciplined, really slow and laborious process. And he's just recounting a story about meeting some of the great carvers of Japanese history. And like, I cannot imagine how incredibly dull this video must have been to some people. I watched all 25 minutes of it. And he's like, and then I went there and met with the great carver. And he said, I can't tell you about our techniques. It's just not the way it's done. So I came back again in 2 weeks and they said, I'm here with a documentary crew. Can you show us some of your carving? And but he's very soft spoken.
Yeah.
And but really takes his time.
Yeah.
He also did another video. This was the day Donald Trump was elected again recently.
And he was
describing... No. Donald Trump, go to hell. He was describing getting a cancerous growth removed from his bladder. 30 minutes long. I watched every single bit. But did you watch it or did you
nap to it?
I watched it.
What is
cracked
wrong
open
with
a can.
you? What has happened?
I don't know.
Sorry, that's absolutely insane behavior.
I get it.
Why? Like, are you
just very calming listening to this guy talk about absolutely anything?
But are you looking like?
Yeah, I'm paying attention.
Are you fully suited? Are you like those guys who went to the Minions movie?
Yeah, I'm wearing a 3-piece suit.
Yeah.
I have a bucket of popcorn.
Yes.
No, I wouldn't eat popcorn. It's too loud. I need to hear the soft spokenness. But I love that sort of thing.
Okay, so the complete 180 on that. All right. I had a gig recently in where I was presenting I was doing a Q&A and hosting a book launch about the Irish gangsters from the 60s, 70s. It's a really, really great book by a guy, Andy Nolan. But it was quite...
what's the book called?
Green Bloods.
Okay.
Really, really... It's like, how the Irish ran the English... the London underworld. Oh, right. And so I do a Q&A with a load of gangsters.
Really?
Like full blown.
Were they there in their pinstripe suits with their Tommy guns?
You're not far off. Hold on. Let me just show you a photograph quickly of me with them, because there's one guy who's like not entirely that, but you would.
Yeah, was he suited and booted?
He was suited and booted. Hold on. Like
looking sharp.
So these are all gangsters. That's the biggest gangster of them all.
Oh, right, yourself.
Yeah, myself. Yes. But so the event was wild. Okay.
Right. Okay.
So it was in the London Irish Centre, and there was music, and there was like 200 people there or whatever. And I don't know if you ever get this when you're gigging, when you just get a sort of realization of where you are. I'm like, oh yeah, because I'm used to like, host a lot, and I've done a few Q&As and stuff like that. But like the last one I did was I chaired, or like I hosted a Q&A about women's sport, which I was the perfect man for it. The perfect person. And that was like a very different vibe. That was just
of course,
with two like really great Irish sports writers and novelists. And this one, it's just like, they've killed people, and my dad was a prison officer, and all the sort of stuff.
How often do you think about the Roman Empire? And the second question, how many people have you killed?
Yeah, today, So, and then Andy's like the nicest man in the world. He was like, "Oh, Joe, you do whatever you want. I love your host." I gigged with him a good bit, and he's like, "Yeah, you want to do jokes, whatever, no problem, go for it." I'm like, "Oh, fuck," because I was like, "That's jokes I can do here."
Yeah,
God, I don't know how far I can go. So, went on stage, right, and they had put the first 2 rows where there was a velvet rope around it because they were supposed to be for VIPs.
Yeah.
But for whatever reason, there was no VIPs. There was only the people that were
just the boss.
Just the boss.
The boss sits
the
here.
boss is the most important person
with his henchmen.
Yeah. But the only VIPs were the guests, the gangsters.
Yeah.
So they went over to the side, so they were empty, and I went on stage, and I was just like, "Oh, you can see that the first 2 rows here are reserved. We've kept them for witnesses. Not sure what happened to them."
Hey, that's good.
I got a good laugh on that.
Yeah, go on.
As well, there was a lot of kids there as well, and from there, I don't know who they were, but there was like maybe 5 or 6 of them under the age of 10, and this is like late enough night, and I was like, okay, a lot more kids than I was expecting. I'm not sure if this is the deterrent for them or career guidance. It is Camden, so it went well, and they were laughing, but we went on stage, okay, and they were great. In fairness, they're all really, really lovely. And but this one guy, the guy I showed you there, the boss, named Bobby Cummins, and I said to them all, just to make sure their mics, just a quick warm up. I was like, just tell us where your name and just tell us where your family are from, because they're all like second gen.
Oh, I see.
And I was encouraging the crowd, if you're from there, shout and
yeah.
And first 3 guys or 2 guys, no problem. Then I got the Bobby, and I swear to God, he went on for 5 minutes.
Really?
He was like, yeah, Gav, yeah. I was, my family from Dublin went over to Dublin, and he was like, went for a solid 5 minutes explaining every deep down. He's like, I felt like I was home. When I felt like I was home when I arrived in Dublin. I was like, okay.
Moving on to 1989. It was a difficult time for me.
But he went on, and then I asked him then, what was it like? I can't remember when I went to pay. What was it like growing up and whenever you grown up? And he went on honestly for 15 minutes, and I was like, okay, and I was trying to find a point to stop him talking, but at the same time I was like,
well, when you did that, did he make the gesture?
Worse. Okay, so at one point he took a breath.
Yeah.
Okay, and I was like, all right, Bobby, we're going to interrupt, we're just going to, because I made a joke the first time around. It was like, when he finished, I was like, Bobby, I've never heard anyone go on for 5 minutes about where their parents are from, And then whenever he took a breath, I'm like, why do you have a breath? We're going to see, can we get other people in? And then he went, no, 1 more minute. And he went back in, and then and then he took another breath, and I was like, went in, and he goes, I'll fucking shoot you. And he went, and I was like, what? And he goes, no, I'm only fucking kidding. And I was like, oh, you finish. Yeah, you finish.
The floor is yours.
Senator, you do what you want. But there's another guy, okay? And I tell you what, man, I actually wish you could have come to meet this guy. I'm not going to say his name because I'm going to go talk about him, and I mean this all as a compliment, but I'm also I'm also worried.
Yeah.
But he was the most cockney man I've ever met in my entire life. He was so cockney that he was like someone who was an undercover cop doing a Danny Dyer impersonation.
Yeah.
Okay. That it was so over. He's like, fucking yes, sure,
wow.
Come on, mate.
Wow.
And we went. He did like a vox pop with one of the guys, and I was chatting with him, and he was like, I'm a fucking writer, and I went over and hung out with the guys from the fucking Sopranos, and he goes, they're all my fucking blood, and at the same time, this guy who was one of the musicians came over, and you could tell the 2 of them were alpha males, right?
Yeah.
One of them's from Offaly, the other guy is in gangs, and the 2 of them are trying to tell a different story about the same sort of topic to me without listening to each other at the same time, and the 2 of them are getting louder and louder, and he's like, fucking brav, and I went over and the other guy's like, I don't know what to offer, and it was just the 2, and I was like so overwhelmed, right? And then we went in, we got a photograph, and to the gangster guy, and I was just like, I said, so what sort of acting have you done? He's like, mate, I played fucking Iago in Othello. He said, I did a fucking acting class, and the director went, that's the best I've ever fucking seen. Everyone's ever fucking seen Iago.
And the director, he was up against the wall with his arms in the air. He was shaking. That's how good I was.
Authentic.
He pissed himself. That's how good I was.
He was like, he's a fucking gangster, Iago. And I saw that. I saw that in him. And he did it for me.
Well,
he did
the whole play.
I fucking hate them all. Yeah, I fucking hate them all.
If I could just interrupt there.
Yeah, I fucking hate them all.
Yeah.
Did the whole thing. It's like, he broke down the entire thing, and I'm like, I need to leave.
Yeah.
I was so overstimulated.
Yeah, surely.
And he messaged me, and he was like, send me your number, and I'll send you on a voice message of the entire thing. And I was
Of what? The whole performance?
Of him doing the Iago. And I want to see it. Like, it was good.
Yeah.
It was good. But, like, it is also, like, it was fun.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah.
Jeez, the strength of it. I mean, you've sent me some long voice notes,
Yes.
but I look forward to seeing how long that one is.
It's also like, I've sent you some long voice notes. None of them yet have been Shakespearean monologues.
No, thanks.
In some ways, they have, though.
Oh, yeah. I write down everything you send me.
You're like, God.
Like, oh, this is wonderful.
Yeah, this man is purely insane.
I've got a book of short voice notes that's ready to be published any day now.
Oh, God. But yeah, it's fun. What is, we actually get this question every so often. What is the I think I know my answer for you.
Yeah.
The worst gig you've ever done.
Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah, you definitely know the answer.
Yeah, I love this.
This is, there were no gangsters, thankfully, but it was pretty bad.
Well, it is a comedy club, so there's always some level of gangster.
Cast your mind back to, I think it was 2016, probably.
Yeah.
I was living in London at this stage, and this gig was it was in the Comedy Store.
Was it pre or post Brexit?
Post.
Oh, fuck, so there was no hope in the air.
Yeah. It was very much on the downhill. And this was post Brexit. And for context, I'd been in London about a year, recently dumped as well.
Emphasis on dumped.
On dumped, capital
Remember that
D.
part, guys.
And then, so I was like, right, I'm going to bounce back from this. I'm going to become the king of stand-up comedy. So I was straight on the laptop, booking gigs left, right, and centre, which at that stage, was, whatever I could get. It was a lot of open mic stuff. Bringer nights where you have to bring somebody with you to be able to perform, and they have generally terrible atmosphere and they go on forever.
Yeah,
but it's experienced at that stage. But I also signed up to do the Gong Show at the Comedy Store. And so if you don't know what the Gong Show, how it works, it's literally advertised as the UK's most brutal open mic comedy night. Like,
were you at this stage of a breakup where you're like, I just want to feel something, even if it's pain?
Give me all you got. I've seen it all. And I knew this, and I was bricking it. But the thing is, if you last 5 minutes on stage, you get an actual spot at a proper Comedy Store comedy night.
Oh, I thought they must have changed it, because before it was like, if you last 5 minutes, you get her back.
That's how they got me. Yeah. I'll do it. I'll do
anything you want. It was the first time you lasted 5 minutes as well. Boom, boom, boom.
Oh, you got these. You've got what's that notes you've got written down there?
Yeah.
This is all.
Take Sean down peg or two. We are now down 2 pegs.
But so how it works is, you go in, people are there to heckle and to be like rowdy and kind of a bit aggressive. And anyone can sign up. Anyone can do it. You can put your hand up on the night and do it in the crowd if you want. Yeah. Like, anything goes. And how it works is the MC gives out 3 big red cards to 3 members of the audience. Yeah. And you go up and you start doing your set. They start the clock. If at any moment they don't find you funny, or they think they've had enough of you, they lift the red card up in the air. And once all 3 red cards are in the air, whoosh, they hit a gong, literally, and you have to get off stage. The aim is to last 5 minutes on stage. It's called King Gong, it's called. And so I signed up to that thinking, whatever, you got to do this. You got to do this. If any aspiring stand-ups are listening, you don't got to do this.
I remember I was advised to do the Gong Show. Yeah. By someone, I can't remember who it was. And the person who had most recently at that time taken your heart and kicked against the wall and put them in the bin. Mm-hmm. I was like,
you can see the exact moment his heart splits in 2.
But I said to her, I was like, oh yeah, I was advised to do that. And she was like, don't do it. Don't do it. You don't have to do it. Don't do it.
It's also, crucially, it's not a fair reflection of a normal comedy night.
It's actually just
it's sort of like blood sports. It's something else entirely. Anyway, so I showed up to this. The place is full. And it's in the Comedy Store, so central London. And there's like 20 acts on. I think I was on just before the interval. But I sit in the crowd and watch up until obviously all the other acts before me. And there's some like people who are like genuinely unwell are like getting up on stage. There was one guy who got up there, he was dressed as a giant baby. And he started doing poetry, like weird aggressive spoken word poetry, and he got in a fight with someone in the front row. This is like the third act of the night. And him and the guy were dragged out by security.
Are you at this point going either, what am I in for? I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna be fine. You know, I can do this.
I'm like, oh, this seems like a friendly place. I'm gonna do great here.
A big no, Ben. Big. Sorry, I need to.
No, Sean.
Oh, no.
Anybody, somebody shout that. Stop me.
Just a big baby fighting with someone in the front row doing aggressive poetry. Such a London artistic sentence.
The maddest thing I've seen at a comedy night to this day.
But how are you feeling in this moment?
Oh, absolutely bricking it, Joe. Yeah. Naturally.
And how many people were before you?
I'd say 8 or 9.
And anyone lasted?
I think maybe one person lasted. Okay. Some people did well enough.
Oh, that was Bob Mortimer, wasn't it? That was his big break.
Was that where he did? No, he went up with Vic.
I'm lying.
Oh, well. Sorry. You're talking about that night specifically. Sometimes you're too deadpan.
Sorry, apologies, guys. My comedy is so subtle.
I can't tell fact from fiction. Anyway, I go up. Eventually, I'm called up. He's like, Sean Burke, and I run up. And at this stage, like, I do not have a comedy persona or style or anything. And I go up and I try to be like enthusiastic, which is not at all me. Yeah. My performance, it's like low key. Yeah. I make a point of taking my time. Anyway, I run up, and at this stage, I've done a few gigs. I used to start with this joke where I'd say, what was it? Oh, I've recently developed a pretty serious and debilitating addiction to describing what a water slide is. It's a slippery slope. Right? Right. I don't do that anymore. Okay. Some nights we get nice responses. Some nights it would die in its hole. But what happened is I just described how rowdy it was. So I was not expecting anything out of the ordinary. So I go up and I do the setup. Yeah. I say, I've recently developed an addiction to describing what a water slide is. But then it's like pin drop silence. And I'm like, I've got them in the palm of my hands. I'm like, well, they're actually listening to me. Oh, this is going to be amazing. 3 red cards up in the air. Because I left it so long between the setup and the punchline.
Oh my God.
People were like turning to each other like, yeah, what's the punchline? And then I did the punchline anyway. Yeah. Because they hadn't gonged yet. Yeah. Got a huge laugh. Didn't matter. 3 red cards up in the air. Whoosh. I'd say less than 30 seconds on stage.
Oh my God.
And I was like, oh my God.
But I can imagine you just like stopping and looking at the audience, just like dead silence. You were like, I have won.
Yeah, I was like,
I have done this.
I'm doing it. Yeah. Look, I'm doing it. Oh no. And then I was like, that's embarrassing. I might have actually done okay if I tried, if I didn't just bask in the glory of that 5 seconds of silence. So then it was the interval, and I was like, fuck this, I'm humiliated. I'm going to leave straight away. So I don't even go, I'm not sticking around for the second half. I go straight for the exit before anybody else gets up, and I turn around the corner, and then I bump into someone. Who do I bump into? The same person who had dumped me very recently. She was there. She was there the whole time. She'd seen the whole thing. Yeah. Of all the people in London that I would not have wanted to see me in that moment, that was the one.
But wait, there's more.
There's more. But like we had a quick catch up. Obviously my eyes were like wide with humiliation. I was like, I'm doing great.
That certain level of wide.
Yeah. Things are going really good for me, as you can see. Anyway, I'm going to head off. And then it turns out, because she was doing comedy as well at the same time, later on that night, off the cuff, she did a set and lasted, I don't know, I wasn't there. Yeah. Well, I did like 3 or 4 minutes or something, but like got a great response. And I was like, oh wow, it can get worse.
She spent the whole time going, remember that other guy? Remember that idiot? I used to date him. They went,
no. And they just laughed for 4 minutes straight. Going, loser, loser, loser.
And she was announced the queen of comedy.
Her name is Catherine Ryan. There you go.
Now you know. Yeah. Now you know. So I've had a few gigs where people have wanted to fight me.
Really?
But I've had one gig I remember. Well, no, 2 gigs actually.
Was it the one where you were dressed as a giant baby doing poetry?
It was performance art, okay? To let me finish. No, it was. I used to host a lot of themed quizzes.
Yeah.
And I remember I did one for Harry Potter, and there was a load of like posh boys in the front row.
Okay.
And they were grand at the beginning,
Yeah.
as most posh boys are. But as the night goes on, they get more posh and more prick-ish, okay? And
turning into the posh Hulk. Oh, mate. Hulk smasher.
When they do it, he gets really big, he's just got a gilet.
Or Clive smash.
Yeah. But it was a Harry Potter quiz, and they were grand. And then as it was going on, they were getting just more and more fucking annoying.
Yeah.
And I remember at one of the staff came up around, and they picked up, like, they rolled up a ball of paper and were like throwing them at the staff that were behind the DJ.
Yeah.
And I was like, said it to the guys, because they missed your man. Of course, they've no sporting ability. Yeah, if it was getting away with a crime, then they would have done it straight away.
Oh,
but
yeah.
anything would actually. Yeah. That was close to Williger. But I said it to them, like, their issues, like, get security up here, because they're going to be a problem. I could just tell it, because it was a bit left in the night. Anyway, so it's just, and this place is packed, like, there's about 200 people doing this quiz. Okay?
Wow.
And they're like in the front row, and at the end, they're like, I'm getting everyone's sheets.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, everyone give the sheet, blah blah blah, and had them all, and then I was just reading them out. Everyone, saying everyone's names, getting down to the final two, and then they were like, "Oh, you didn't pick up our sheet," and I was like, "You didn't win." And I was like, you didn't. All right, what did you get? And they were like, "Oh, you didn't win." Okay. And your man shouted something up, and I went, okay, if you're just upset, go to your chalet in France and go hit one of your workers, all right? I know it always makes you feel better.
Yeah.
And your man shouted out something, I can't remember what it was, but he quite Brexity.
Oh, right,
about going back to own country.
Oh, right, okay.
Including me. And I was like, okay, you say whatever you need to say. I'm going to talk to people who actually work for a living.
Yeah,
and anyway, so we finished up, and your man, one guy in particular, was fucking, like, he was screaming at me.
Yeah?
Screaming at me, all right? So I went down to him, and I thought he was joking. Yeah. He was like, mate, fuck you, mate. We should have won, all that sort of stuff. And I went down, I was just like, what's wrong with you? And he was just like, and he was like, if I get at you now, I'd put my fist through your face. And, like, there is a foot between us. Like, there is a small table.
Scrappy Doo energy.
Yeah.
Let me at him.
So I was just like, all right, man. And I hung out and then went away. And then I was like, fuck, there was the DJ who was working with me. He was still there. He's a young lad. So I was like, I was trying to make sure he doesn't go to him. So I went back. And he was grand. He had actually left and it was no problem. But your man walked by me, straight into the smoking area, and started a fight with someone.
Wow.
Like, and I was just like, I feel like I'm not the problem here.
Someone half the size of you.
Yeah.
You've been eyeing me up all night.
Yeah.
I've never seen you before.
Let me at him. Sorry, I just slipped him 100 quid. Would you mind taking a dive for my friend? But there was another time I hosted a Taylor Swift quiz.
Okay.
And that was like,
you were torn to shreds by Swifties.
Oh, Jesus Christ, man. Like, it was so scary.
They do not mess around.
No, it was in the same place. It was packed, okay? Yeah. But the problem is, it was stupid, to be honest. It was a stupid quiz to do, because apparently I was chatting to people around that, went for a drink with someone who was in the quiz afterwards, and she kept saying to me, just like, you have to admit that Taylor is, like, the voice of a generation, or like the best performer of our age. And I was like, I don't care. Like, I don't listen to her. She could be.
Yeah.
And I'm glad she is to you. But, like, I don't have an opinion because I don't listen to her. And she was like, no, that's not what I wanted to hear. But the first question, I said to them all, all right, I was like, I don't care. I was like, I'm not a Taylor Swift fan. I am going to read these questions. Whatever the answer is, that is the answer.
Right. Because this is like pedantic central, basically. Yeah. If you get anything wrong, or if they're like, actually, she was there in March.
Yeah, exactly.
Not April.
The first question was, I knew you were trouble when you walked in. Who's that about? And there's many options. And
is there a definitive answer though?
The problem is, no.
Yeah.
Like,
who wrote this quiz? I feel like because she's had
it wasn't
so many
her.
exes. It wasn't her.
It wasn't her, as far as I know, anyway.
And I doubt she would ever put that in writing. Or maybe she has. I don't know.
But like, the first question was that, and whatever I said, I think I said it was Jake Gyllenhaal, maybe. Yeah. And the whole room. Do you know what it was like? Do you ever hear like the Inca death whistle? Yeah. It was like that. It was like all at me, and I was like, "Whoa, guys, And then someone stood up and was like, "Why must this fool be the host?" And there was the person who was working behind the bar. She had like a Taylor Swift tattoo, and I was like, "You are my go-to." And I was like, "Guys, we have this one. Whatever she says." Everything else is golden, whatever she says. And then, so she said it was, I think, John Mayer. Okay. People are still like...
So there's no one unified, agreed upon answer. And they're like historians there. Oh, well, I disagree.
Yeah, they're theories. Except it was far more like they were wanted to grind my bone to make my bread. There was some stupid... I remember there was people like I thought I was more friends with than I actually was.
At a gig?
At a gig, yeah.
Like in the crowd, people you were getting on with and then they didn't like you.
So I went down, I remember having a chat with, this is actually terrible. Yeah. This is so bad. I was like, a group of people I was sitting with, and there was this guy, and he was kind of like, very like movie like this. He couldn't sit still.
Loosey-goosey,
and he was kind of like skinny, a bit scrawny, like a lovely guy. And in my head, I'm like, oh, we're friends now. And I went, Jesus, an awful gremlin way about you, isn't there? And he was like, what?
He didn't take kindly to the gremlin comments.
No, yeah. And he was just like, he was like what? And I was like, oh, no, what? No. Like we're pals, we're friends. You call me a gremlin. He's like, do it. Yeah, I can do it. And he was like, I'd never do that. And I was like,
misjudged. It's called crack.
Try having it.
We're all calling each other gremlin. Okay? If there's no Irish family dinner without a gremlin comment.
Please. Okay, I had to go through a sentence.
And maybe you meant the cute gremlin, from the film Gremlins. He was like, Gizmo. Yeah.
I think if you were Annie...
You think I'd be Gizmo?
You'd be Gizmo.
Yeah,
I think you'd be Gizmo.
Absolutely adorable. Box office success as well. Yeah, it's me all over.
Or like a small Chewie.
A small Chewie.
Yeah, there's if you look at the Star Wars Christmas special, Chewie is a nephew or son or something. And I think you'd be him. I just remember this iconic close up of him, and he's like, and he has real like human eyes. I think that would be you.
Yeah.
What would I be?
You'd be Chewbacca.
I'm your.
You're my dad. Joe, we've really cracked some juicy ground here. You'd be my dad.
I guess it was always working up to this because I can't really do Chewie's noise. I can only do like Jerry Seinfeld, ha, or Ray Romano.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Ha,
Deborah.
But do him.
No, I can't do it. I can't do a Chewie.
So I'm Chewie.
You're Chewie. I see us as a sort of duo.
I'm a duo.
Yeah, Pinky I'm the small clever one, and you're the big dumb one.
So Pinky in the brain.
Yeah, that's spot on.
I feel like that's...
Okay, so what are we doing this week? Same thing we do every week, Joe. Record a podcast.
Enough.
You do say narf, come on.
I do say that is my catchphrase.
You're always dropping a narf left, right.
Only amongst my close friends. They don't need to see that side of me. I'm a narf guy, what can I say? Would we be big? I think that's probably like done and dusted. That Pinky in the Brain I think is a good one.
I think that sums it up, yeah, to be fair. Pinky in the Brain. I'm going to sit on this though. I think there's a few more apt comparisons.
Will we ask that question for this week?
Yeah, actually, that's a good one.
For if anyone can put in the chat
what kind of duo would you compare us to in pop culture?
Yeah.
Fictional or real?
Maybe Up and Rocksteady.
From Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles.
Oh, yeah.
They don't say
You're crying and I'm the big guy.
I'm in your
You're
stomach.
In my stomach.
No, it has to be the other way around.
I'm in your stomach. I'm crying. I haven't listened. I mean, I can't remember what he sounds like, but something like that.
It is. I keep meaning to put an adorable sponsor for this video. I had an idea.
Yeah.
But I keep forgetting to do it at the beginning because I just think it's something irreverent to say. Sorry. But I was going to say the show is sponsored. We have a sponsor.
Yeah.
The show is sponsored by a hug from your dog.
Oh,
Isn't that
hugs
nice?
from your dog. They're good for you.
Not good for the dog. They're confused. They're not quite sure what's happening. Hugs are a threat to them.
Yeah, this is the T's and C's at the end. Hugs for your dog are not recommended. Oh no, they are.
We have a lot of questions.
Yeah,
A lot of questions this week. We're not going to get through them all. We'll get one, possibly 12 in. Possibly.
Somewhere between 1 and 12.
Actually, this is kind of a question. It's from Gracie. Well, actually, no, it is a question. She is an Aussie who's living in the UK. Her visa was up. But she wanted to go back to Australia straight away. So she got a holiday visa to Ireland. She's just sort of hanging out for a while.
Nice.
I think she's in Cove.
Right.
And she just she hasn't got a clue what she's doing. She just wants advice from a local.
Well, you came to the wrong place.
We couldn't be any less local to Cork.
I'm from Dublin. We hate Cork.
You hate anything outside of...
The only advice I have is leave.
Oh.
Go to a real county. Ew. I don't know. Have some Murphys.
But
That's actually a good shout. Do that at the very least.
I had Murphy's in Nancy Spain's the other week. It was nice. They don't have Guinness in there. Woke.
In Nancy, Spain?
Nancy Spain's in Shoreditch.
Nancy, Spain.
It's a great pub for music and stuff like that.
Right,
A lot of lads play there.
Cool.
Garrett plays there. Producer Garrett plays there. But they do Murphy's. Catch.
Cool.
Another thing we forgot to say, we also give no advice to Gracie. Sorry.
Sorry.
Leave.
I have a point. Leave. Whatever you do, I have a point to Murphy's.
What advice can you give to someone who's idle in Ireland? Just be melancholic?
Yeah, I guess so. Maybe
write some
write
poetry, I guess.
Write a sad novel.
Yeah. Wander around, fall in love with a shipping boy.
A shipping boy. You there, shipping boy.
A boy who does human trafficking on the side.
Shipping boy. I mean, go to a session. I mean, I would say
I'm sure you'll find plenty of them.
Go to a proper trad session, but I actually do not have enough.
I don't know how you can
Cork advice.
Yeah, but like Ireland specific being idle, like it's just home. I don't know. It's like
take your pick.
I suppose I could give advice of being idle in London as an outsider, maybe.
Yeah,
just go to a pub.
Yeah,
still the same. No matter where you go.
It also depends how much money you have to spend, really.
If she can be idle, I don't know what she's doing. Maybe she's working as well. Wait, what was the other thing I was going to say? I always mean did I open with saying that? I said something I always mean to say.
Oh, is it the sponsor? The cute sponsor?
No, I did that. It was a pretty cute sponsor. It's a really good sponsor.
Sure.
There was something else. But anyway, we go to the next question. The next question is from William Foote, who was asked, if you could invent a new holiday, what would you call it and what would the traditions be?
Oh, I thought he meant like a summer holiday. What do you mean? Go to the moon. There you go.
There you go. I heard it's great for 3 days.
Yeah.
Wait, how long did they go up to the moon that time?
I don't know.
Did they spend the night?
Couldn't tell you. I know they went there. I know Michael Collins didn't land.
Yeah, because he was shot in 1923.
And then, but he soldiered on all the way to get in the spaceship. I don't know. A holiday, another holiday. That's a good one.
Should there be, maybe, not to always bring back to football, something to remember 1990? Them getting to the World Cup.
Oh.
Is that big enough? That like...
Italia 90, you mean? Yeah. Where, we all just go to Italy. Like all of Ireland shuts down and we all go to... let's have an Italian 90 holiday.
Imagine 4 million people.
Yeah.
We're only going for a weekend.
The Italians are like, what is going on now?
Yeah, what's that going on?
It's not enough for you.
Yeah.
That would be good. If we like that's a national holiday.
Everyone goes.
We all pick a country and all of Ireland goes there at the same time.
I think there's been issues with that across global politics at the moment.
No, but this is a fun one.
We're only going for a little
We're only going for a week.
Yeah,
calm down.
We're just going to drink you dry, mate.
Yeah. Or I would say I would have like basically a blank holiday. Now, but it's the same week for everyone, and there's specifically no traditions. Where everyone's off for a week. Okay. There's no FOMO. You're not allowed to use your phones as well.
Did you just say, like, the way that it was very dictatorial, like, no FOMO.
No
FOMO is illegal.
I am dictating. And that's it, yeah. No phones allowed for a week. The whole country.
Oh, you're such a dad.
Put those phones away. Let's sit around the table and have a
chat.
Proper conversation for once. You know what I mean?
Yeah, have a proper chinwag.
Exactly. Get to the bottom of this. Throw your phone in the sea day. I think.
And then throw yourself after it.
We all go to the seaside, throw our phones in the sea, then we have a nice time. In the moment.
I feel like this is the beginning of some level of a breakdown.
Why, this is good advice.
Is it good?
Do you love your phone so much? You're like, I could not possibly. You're like Gollum there. No.
I'm just thinking of the technological, like throwing all these phones going into, like that's 8 million phones going into the ocean.
Yeah.
Those fish are going to have a great time memeing.
Yeah, I mean, they've thrown worse stuff in the ocean. There's a lot of munitions in the Irish Sea.
Is there?
Genuinely.
Oh, there is actually. That's why there can't be a bridge.
Yeah, exactly.
Between Ireland and Scotland, I think.
Yeah, because it could blow up at any time if a seagull lands a bit too harshly.
I'm going to stick with Italian 90. I remember being asked once when I was doing the whole football TV stuff of like, what would I prefer? Like your country winning the World Cup or Man United winning the league or the Premier or the Champions League? And I was like, it'd have to be Man United because we still go on about 1990 as if it was the whole country was pissed.
Yeah.
So like if we actually won the whole thing, no one would survive.
What, you're worried about that?
I'm worried about that happening.
Oh.
We couldn't have that joy. We have to have a bit of misery.
So you've chosen your English football club over your country winning the World Cup.
It's for the better of everyone.
You make me sick.
I'm protecting you all.
Can you imagine? We never shut up. We never shut up about Italian 19. We got to the quarterfinals. Imagine we won that. It would mean so much more to us.
It would murder. There would be no survivors.
Fine. That's our last act. Ireland if we win the World Cup and Ireland just implodes when it happens.
We'd be delighted.
Fine. Sign me up. Although I'll be in England, so.
No.
I'm happy for you to take that sacrifice.
We all implode.
We've all been implanted with these football charges.
Yeah. Once the crack hits too much, we just heads pop. Okay, we're going to move on to YouTube.
Yeah, we'll move to YouTube. Cool. But listen, Spotify and the other platforms, the other non-problematic platforms.
I feel like you're doing Paul Mescal.
Listen, thank you so much for listening. And I hate it here on Spotify. Please subscribe and recommend the show to a friend. And we'll see you next week.
We'll see you next week, guys. Thanks so much.
Bye-bye.
Hey, YouTube. Sean's gonna have to find a joke this time for Gavin.
All right, yeah.
But I'm gonna get a question up first. Not a question. Oh, this one. Which we got two in here. First one. Fuck, marry, kill. Foils, arm, and hog. This is from Lee Stafford.
Oh well,
you can answer that one because I can't remember their names.
Fuck, marry, kill. Right, two of them are called Sean.
So you're gonna kill the two of them for supremacy.
I'd have to kill one of the Seans.
Yeah.
Either. Sorry, lads, but one of the Seans has to go. We can flip a coin.
Yeah.
Marry, that leaves... Oh, I actually don't know which one's which, though. I know their actual names, and I don't know which one's foil and which one's arms and which one's hog. Oh, no, arms, I think, is Connor.
Why is he arms?
Because he has long arms.
Because he has a history in arms dealing.
Because he's a dangerous man.
Nick Cage in... what was that thing where he played an arms dealer? It's based on him.
Oh, yeah.
What's that?
Lord of War.
Lord of War, yeah. That's our Connor.
That's based on foil arms and hog. So I'd kill one of the Seans. I'd marry Connor, the arms, and then I'd fuck the other Sean.
Because that'd be basically masturbating.
Yeah,
anyway.
exactly. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, it wouldn't really count.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm happy with that.
Okay, good answer. I don't. I'm happy for you. Tim Charles' question: what is the most underrated county?
I'm such a West Brit. I haven't a clue. There are counties outside of Dublin. Don't know, man.
Do you know the Pale? Do you know that thing that you love being behind? That wall.
Oh yes, but to keep me from the savages beyond.
my safety Pale.
I don't know. I mean, to be fair, I did travel a lot as a kid around Ireland, but I would say as an adult, I love Mayo. It's just gorgeous.
I love Westport.
Yeah, Westport is just a beautiful spot, and I went there years ago. Spent a weekend there in the town. Went into like a session, went on rented bikes as well, and went up like I think the Wild Atlantic Way. There was a great,
class
and it was so flat, which was great for my banjaxed heart, you know.
You just put your feet up and just like, yes, let's have a head start.
Just rolled the whole way.
Yeah,
I'd say Mayo. Yeah, what about you?
I love Mayo.
I don't know if it's underrated though.
I think
people know Mayo as a pretty
Sligo. I think it's underrated.
Oh, okay. Actually, yeah, because I've a couple of friends who live in Sligo.
Sligo's great. My brother Kev used to live in Sligo, so I've been up there a few times, and like it's just great. Like it's like Mayo light, you know. And you got
the tourism slogan.
Yeah, it's a bit of sulfan as well.
It's fat-free Mayo.
Fat-free. But that's great. I go to Sligo. See, there's a place around there that people like. There's a place like Leitrim that doesn't exist.
Leitrim has one set of traffic lights.
No, it's not real. Yeah, I'm not following.
Oh, it's not real at all. Right.
Yeah. It's just
prove us wrong, Leitrim.
Yeah.
Prove me wrong.
It's where those munitions that you said are under the water.
Yeah.
That's where they actually are. It's the Area 51 of Ireland. It's like, yeah, they're in Leitrim. Yeah?
Yeah.
No one's ever been there. No one's ever from there.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that is a genuine mystery.
Yeah. But the Pale, where you are secure behind, that goes through Nace, okay? The actual wall.
Oh, yeah, you were saying this, yeah.
And it's so utterly frustrating that, so the whole point is like, you know, country people, they're like, we live past the Pale, we're wild, you know, in their Land Rovers, and on their social medias.
Yeah.
And I'm like, we're wild people down here. And I have always lived about, 5 minutes from the Pale on the Dublin side, on the protected side, my entire Nace life.
You and I are not so different, Joe. You are the bourgeois. Okay, and I've had enough of you stamping on the little folk who live on the other side of the wall.
But you love stamping on the little folk. You do it more than anyone.
At least I admit it. You know,
you've not admitted
You're there. I'm just like them. You lie.
As I eat caviar from their eyelids. Anyway,
a nice delicacy. Caviar off eyelids.
Do you have a
couple of jokes?
Do you have a Cavan one?
Some of these are not off the top of my list here.
Not off the top of my Reddit list. I have jokes.
What do you call an Irish man who hangs from the ceiling? Chandelier. Come on.
I'd like you to keep going, please.
Come on. Why did Leak slip? Because he wasn't looking.
That's great. That's very good.
Come on.
They're the same place. They're the same place. That's good. You got one more?
Let's see. I think I told that one because this is the same list.
Let's go from the same list.
There is one more. No, I'm sure. What do you call an Irish bodyguard? Leave him alone. I'm sure I said that. I did. Yeah. That's it. But that's what's an oscillator?
What?
Irish man who eats donkeys. That's a bilingual joke there.
Okay.
Oscil.
Go back.
Ater.
Anyway.
I've got a really good one.
Thank you.
Can I grab the microphone?
Yeah.
What do you call an Irishman that's always hanging around your garden? Patio furniture.
Hey! That would have been a mic drop moment, but it's Gareth's mics that he's not going to drop.
So it's a carefully placed mic back in hand.
Thanks so much, guys.
Yeah. Thanks for listening. If you enjoyed the show, please do give us a little thumbs up or leave a comment. You can say, which fictional duo do we remind you of?
I just remembered the thing I forgot to say when you said it was your thing. I remembered I should have said.
Go on.
We'll say it on Spotify next week as well.
Okay.
But we're doing ads. The second ad, as people might have noticed, there are artists, performers, creatives in whatever way. So far they've all been based in London, but we're just trying to give
people
anyone
a platform. Give them a shout out.
So if you have gigs coming up, I guess especially in London and Dublin and maybe Cork are our biggest demographic. Or if you're like online stuff or whatever, just give us a shout, DM us, send us the details, and we'll.
Our email address is in our bio as well.
It's in the bio, or get us on Instagram, whichever way. But we'll do it again on Spotify. But if you're watching the YouTube, please do. Cool, guys. Thanks so much.
See you next week.
Bye.